Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to the Age of Reason with the 7 Years' War and the Battle of Zorndorf. I am your host as always, so let us see, without further ado, what the Russians have gotten up to. Okay, he's deploying dragoons along the Zabengrund. Oof. That hurt. That hurts like hell. Nice, managed to knock out another gun. Okay, he pulled the guns off the hill. Or at least those guns off the hill. Ow. That hurt. My boys are taking a right pounding in the face. Ugh, more guns. Ow, 31. 10, I lose 13, but I managed to get another volley off. 28. 12. 5. He takes 13. Ooh, there's some routed, if we pause it real quick. No, too late. But there was some routed boys there. They look like some routed Russian battalions. Which, ooh. He's moving a lot of cavalry. So my guess is he's tucking his cavalry. Yeah. What's moving along? Heavy cavalry, so he's got a nice chunk of heavy cavalry over here. He's moving dragoons that way. And is moving hussars. And the fact that I can't see them means he must have tucked them here. Basically tucked them behind that little slope, that little dip in the ground. Which is totally fair. Oof. That hurts like hell. Alrighty. Ow! 9 units undisordered out of 9 checked. Hooray for Prussian discipline. 1 unit recovered fatigue out of 1 checked. 3 units routed out of 10 checked. The 1st and 2nd battalions of IR2 Karnitz. And 2nd battalion of IR23 Foucade. And no one resupplied, so they routed, although they routed that way, stupidly, and then couldn't run anywhere else, and then they routed. Okay. There's some potential with this. I am probably I'm going to have to do that. And basically bend the line backwards to reorganise Donner's division. So let's kick it off with the guns. You'll blast there. Nice. Blew a nice 36-man hole in that unit. 8 men there. The 24-pounders will blast up there. You will casually blast them. For 34. Blast them. You will blast over there. Those guns are just out of range at this point. They're not at effective range. So I'm going to bring them forward. Even a little bit will help. You will blast them. Ow, I lost a gun. Blast. Ow, I lose another gun. You're gonna blast them, and you don't exactly do a lot, but... And then this lot is just gonna pulverise that particular battalion there. Alrighty, so that is the artillery. Let us... Alright, you have routed. You must fall back. As must you. As must you. These two are going to look to try and rally quickly. And then in the meantime, I will quickly move up the fresh troops of General Reuter's brigade to get ready to take their place, because they're pretty tired at this point. You are going to fall back. You are going to fall back. The Brunswick-Bavon Regiment tried to advance but got disordered for its trouble. The Donors. Alright, that should... While that was not exactly pretty, I will move them forward. Basically to protect the guns. While Durkee and his brigade takes up position ready to assault. Kursel will basically fall back and be replaced by Reuter, so basically all of Kaunitz's division is going to replace Manteuffel's advance guard. Let us just exchange gunfire. Ow. I got disordered for my trouble there. So, Bulow, you go forward, try and reorganise. Actually, you can't afford to. You've got to stay there. Ow. Floor it into them. The Plettenberg Dragoons. Lose a few men there. Ooh, that was risky. I just realised I accidentally moved Frederick as well. Which means I could have gotten Frederick killed there. Yeah. Oof. Not worth it. Alright. Now then. With them just getting out of my way at this point. Let us focus on what to do with this lot. Can I fall back again? I could. No, I can't. Not effectively, anyway. I'll have to just fall back like that for now. Alright, Prince von Brassenberg, you go there. You're all happy and sappy. In the meantime, I should move Bieberstein's cav. The problem is, I have two choices with Bieberstein's cav. Send it this way, or at least send the Scholema regiment that way. The problem is, if I do that, all the rest of the reserve cav can't do anything because, well, they won't have Bieberstein nearby. Let's do it. Charge. Let's try and cause some real chaos in the Russian cav. This should cause a nice bit of mayhem, which will allow... I'll move the Markgraf Frederick cavalry that way. I'll move these boys this way as well. On the grounds of guarding the flank. And we'll go 4th and 5th squadrons of the Hussars will go there. And the 1st, 2nd and 3rd squadrons will go there. The 6th and 7th will have the goal of remaining back here specifically for two big reasons, which is one, to protect my guns for the moment, that are for the moment not exactly in a happy spot. We'll turn you and advance you to there. We'll turn you, Mr. Von Garblentz's brigade. I'm going to advance Von Garblentz's brigade that way. So yeah, Von Garblenz will take up position there, while Foucault continues to advance his other chunk of forces forward, who are still in march column, and bring them up to support Dohna. Let us bring Scholema and his cav. We'll bring Scholema and his cav. Specifically with orders to plug that gap, but also look for any opportunities, as I want to be opportunistic wherever I damn well can. Let's shift you to there. You will go to there, and then you will go down there. Ooh, what's the losses like at the moment? I've lost about 2,500 to 2,000, so not pretty, unfortunately. Not pretty at all. So I am going to do something perhaps a little extreme, and that is specifically with von Seydlitz. Von Seydlitz is going to swing his cavalry more central, except for some very specific units, being, say, these dragoons, who will sit very comfortably where they are right now. The rest of the cavalry, which is the hussars, will also start to shimmy as well towards the centre on two grounds. It's a lot of cavalry that could be of very good use to me. If he pushes forward, I potentially envelop him. It's quite a messy battle at the moment. So we can hopefully, with Foucault, you should be under Moritz. Yes, you are under Moritz, and you are in effective command. And as for Frederick, the whole army is in effective command, so that's perfect. You are going to go into the woods. Not necessarily to go through the woods, but to at least be in the woods and prevent any easy roaming Cossacks from getting at you. But now, however, that should be that. So let us push on to the actual melees, of which we got this which is von Zieten, and his heavy cavalry hitting some hussars. And, yeah, they're not doing... They didn't... Yow, that hurt. But, it disrupted them, if nothing else. Yeah, not worth it, but... Again, disruption, disruption, disruption. Now, hopefully, the Russian cav, even if it doesn't break here, will be too disorganised from the swirling mass melee. I could hit them again, but what would that achieve? Beyond potentially getting the von Preußen cuirassier cut off and destroyed. That's the question. What would it achieve? It's a good question. They're going to get charged in the flank, if most likely, but nothing I can do about that. So, it's a swirly melee. What about you two? No prediction. I go there, they hit me with fresh boys. Yeah, that's not worth it. Should at least put a damper on any Russian cav assaults that want to be going on. My 24 pounders are not exactly in a useful spot anymore, but unfortunately I can't really afford to move them because they'll take time to set up again. So, for now, I've lost 251 cavalry to his 47 rather. So yeah, cavalry charge wise, that was not worth it, but I'm hoping it will achieve a good disruption of his cavalry on that flank to at least allow for Carde's division to come up and blast them in the face with musketry. But we shall see. For now, however, that is going to be that. I want the Fuchsberg. I need the Fuchsberg. So, hopefully, my fresh assault should, hopefully, maybe smack through the Russian line a little bit more. So for now, let us push onwards. So, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this latest episode of Zorndorf. And I will see you all next time. It's a very interesting battle so far. The Russian artillery has been hammering me in the face, blowing huge chunks in my line. So, it hurts. Hopefully I can get part, but thankfully my Prussian infantry's discipline has just kept most of it from running, despite that. So hopefully I can keep this assault going with fresh troops, with the fresh troops of Kunitz's division, to try and take the Fuchsberg, if nothing else. If I can take the Fuchsberg and that will if I can take these two objectives, the Fuchsberg and this berg, which doesn't actually have a name, it will more than make up for my losses that I've suffered so far. But we shall see. I thank you once again, and until next time, I will see you all very soon. So bye bye for now.